That's it.
For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Dadoosh.
How good! I was over at the gymnasium
Right.
prior to coming over here, and I went and had a bit of extra time there in the sauna, and my ribs are still playing up, Jace.
Oh, okay.
I can't do
From
my
the
I
spa
can't do
pool.
my abs. Yeah,
Right.
Still can't do my core exercises. Bloody antagonises it. Anyway, there was a guy in there, old fella, with his cock out.
In the
Actual?
sauna.
Yeah, you walk in there, you just, oh God. I was followed in behind him a little bit, and I thought, oh, here we go. Sure enough, by the time I get in there, he's on the bench seat facing the door with his, and he's got his towel, he's taken his towel off either side. So now it's just, you walk in and just, oh man.
He's done that intentionally, right?
Of course he has.
That's
Age?
not.
Of course he has. Oh, 70.
Oh,
That's not a dude who just thinks that's how you use the sauna.
No.
That's a dude who wants you to see his cock.
Well, he does. And then the other thing that went on there, so then I go in there and I sit down as far away from him as possible and as close to the door as I can. I have to tell that story about the first time I had a sauna. It was a shocker. But anyway, he's on my blind side because I've got bad vision on my left eye, so I can't see what's going on there. So I'm just looking straight ahead, just thinking about stuff, But I'm very conscious of the fact that he's got his coozer out.
yeah.
That reminds me, I started watching Bryn and Coo's
Oh,
singles.
I wanted to watch the third episode, actually. That was out tonight. Yesterday, yeah.
Anyway, so on that, but what I can see is him move both his legs about an additional 2 feet apart. So he's now spreading his legs.
Presenting.
Oh, God.
He really
Okay.
is presenting, but he probably thought I could see him peripherally. But bad luck for him. I'm blind, the loser.
Well, that's the funny
Yeah.
thing, right? Is he's thinking, oh, this
This guy's loving it.
this.
Yeah, he's playing hard to get by
But-
not looking at me and going,
Is it like a rare situation where you're glad you were shot in the eye with a firework by not seeing an old
yeah, I
man's
don't know what
coozer?
it is. I mean, I was sitting there and I thought, I bet he'll probably start a conversation here.
Yes.
He'll probably start a conversation and it will. I'll just have to say, look, man, I'm not going to look at you because I just don't want to see your penis.
Horrific
and
downstairs.
especially when you're talking 70s, you're talking massive testes and little fatus.
I don't really care what I do, actually.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, there's worse.
If it was a giant piece, like 10-inch flaccid donger,
yeah.
would you?
But what you said, massive.
Yeah, because obviously
Is
that's
10,
what you.
10 inches massive?
Obviously, that's what you guys are both rocking, but with
Well, I've
mangled
never considered
foreskins.
it big.
Yeah, no, that's actually quite big, man. But if he's just sitting there with a massive donger, would you be like a bit more like fair play?
No.
Well, I never look.
But
No.
you'd be able like it's so big that you, even though you're not looking,
Right.
you'd be able to be like, fuck, is that?
Well, the only way that you can make it work, because it doesn't deal with the discomfort that's in the room. I don't
Absolutely.
but I also know that there's people out there that'll be listening to us going, what's the problem, man? Guys that are in the changing rooms and rugby players and all that sort of thing. I've always just found it weird for some reason. And I think I'm probably just being a bit uptight.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
No, look, I get it. And fair play
get
in
it,
what?
all right.
Fair play in what
I found
way,
you in the
Keyzie?
sauna.
Huh?
Fair play in what way?
Like, wow.
I've got a massive cock,
So
so,
you
I'm
guys
going
have
to
to
show
see
it
it.
off. Oh, fair play.
For like fair play.
I mean, how's that
Can
fair
you
play?
Let me. He's an old boy, right?
Yes.
Old boy, like 70, so, almost your age. And he's just at the point where he's just like, I have a massive penis. This is the only thing I have in my life left, is the fact I've got this
And his
giant
humongous
penis.
pendulous balls.
And his
Balls, yeah.
huge testicles. And you walk in and he's presenting, you don't think, oh, you're a weird dude. Like, he's still a weird dude for wanting to show you it, because that's what he's doing. But if it's massive, it's like,
Well,
I'd want to
yeah,
show
fair
that it was
play to him.
around as well, yeah.
In fairness, though, Mogi, it may have been that he didn't even consider that he was doing that.
Thank you, because
that
this
he
is
probably
the
does
other-
it nude all the time.
This is the thing. I can see, based on the track record that I've got, the history of my nudity in changing rooms,
Sure.
that I'm tracking towards doing what he was doing. I would never be so inconsiderate as to spread my legs like that.
Sure, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think, in fact, I would cover up when people were coming in, walking into that was a bit confronting.
Yeah, sure.
Hitting you right between the eyes.
A 10-inch dong's pretty full on.
Oh, I know, what a loser, eh?
Yeah.
Especially when it's so small like that.
It's like
Yeah.
micropene. Yeah.
But I guess
Mine's only
because
9.
when I first started going to changing rooms, like when you're a kid, I used to stand up on the bench there, and to get changed, and I'd take my undies off underneath the towel, and then I put my togs back
I'm
on.
still like that, yeah.
But in fairness, though, Mogi, you've got
Keyzie doesn't want anyone to see his cock.
you've
I'm sorry. Is that some weird thing?
No, but that is funny because it's been a really gradual thing. I'm 16 years older than you. It's a lot. It's a big difference.
Yeah, right.
And so as you get older, you do definitely start thinking more and more. Oh fuck, you're too bad. I mean, at this point, yeah, who gives a shit?
But
That
you've
means-
also got a munty foreskin, so I mean it makes sense.
I've got zero foreskin. I've got a perfectly
Gleaming shaft.
I do. It is a gleamer, and this is the thing, Jace, because it was an emergency circumcision, and this is what you always forget. I had a team of surgeons,
Yes,
making
working
it look
around the
as
clock.
working around my cock, making it look as magnificent as possible, and boy, did they succeed.
I
Do you know how many
heard
compliments I've had on my
heard-
downstairs,
Well done.
Jace?
that it was
Thousands.
there were 4 surgeons and it was a 52-hour operation.
It was. Yeah, they had to take turns sleeping.
There's a sheer amount of foreskin.
Can I ask a question of you fellas? When you were like
He's staring directly at me. So.
no, but like when you were like a teenager and stuff, and so do you ever measure yourself?
Yep.
I think I did like when I was a teenager, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
Pretty fucking big, to be honest.
Ran out of tape, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you got to have 2 measurements, though, you know what I mean?
Well, you measure yours back. Where do you measure yours from?
right round in my butthole.
Yeah, that's the
So I have to have a tape measure with plenty of flex in it. You happy, Jason?
You go from the butthole up over your back, down your shoulder,
Well, it's good because
down your stomach to the base.
That's right.
Well, it's like
It's
when
like,
you're
yes, 8 inches.
when you're extending it out. You know, it can be really embarrassing because you got to get a person to hold it at the other end.
No, because what I do is you open the tape measure out, and you know how it's got that hook on it?
Yeah, you put it in your eye, in
into
the
your
eye of your penis.
Your brown eye.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it comes up and over, and you can just pull the tape out, and it'll just stay there.
Yeah,
if
it
you
does.
clench, and you hold it up, and you go, oh, yeah. And then you...
I've never
Legend.
seen someone
Legend.
strain so hard as I saw you straining to get over the 4-inch mark, Hoyte J.
Yeah, come on, you
Giving it
son of a bitch.
I've got... You know that how kids, they have the height checker on the door frame?
Oh, yeah.
I've got that.
Yeah, same.
For your cock.
That's right. Yeah, what I do,
When
though...
did cock stop growing?
well, hopefully soon, because, God...
It's got to be a real issue.
Yeah, what I do is I measure it against the fridge door. So you
Sure.
sidle up to the door, and because that way you're going across. You're going across, aren't you, Keyzie?
I don't know what you mean.
So, well, vertically, if you're going on the door frame, you'd be measuring up.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, with your pecker there, you push it down to the horizontal, so it's perpendicular with the floor.
Yeah.
Or parallel to the floor, I should say.
Yes.
And then you go
On the fridge door.
on the fridge door, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like a bottom
Yeah.
style freezer that's kind of,
And
Yeah.
you can use magnets for that too in terms of your measurements. You don't. You just-
Yeah.
They do it mostly using lasers and stuff nowadays. That's really
That's right.
hyper accurate.
Yeah, it is. It's very accurate. Right down to the last sort of 4 or 5 inches now.
Yeah. This is great.
Are we going to have a disclaimer on this one,
I don't
fellas?
think so, man. It's just
No.
more lies from the big show.
Yeah. Well, for some of us.
Jace, I just want you to admit to everyone that you just don't have a giant penis and you just, because...
You know,
Seriously, man. Here we go. Seriously, Keyzie, I wish I could.
Our grand farewell after measuring the size of our heads and measuring the size of our honkers, our last show is going to be a downstairs measurement.
Yeah, but it's
And we're going to, that's how we sign off.
is it flaccid or hard?
Wow, you can only do one of them.
That's true. That's true.
That's hard, by the way.
Just 24/7
We should
ranger.
do that last show, measure them all, and then put them out and just have them all be really tiny.
Yeah.
Be like, yes, I won.
Yeah,
Mine was
have them all
3
be,
inches.
okay,
Yeah.
Lol.
I don't have a tiny penis, all right? Just get
Keyzie,
that out.
that's
I
a
just
shame.
wrote down 24/7 on my.
I just said it.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, I said you have a rager 24/7.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And you're like, I
why
must
the
be
fuck did I write
24/7,
24/7?
baby.
Yeah. Hey, listen to the Hauraki Big Show 4 till 7. Radio Hauraki every weekday. Good stuff.
Good shit. Man.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, man.